breaking news. Well, I guess that poor guy's been shot in the head. They can say ear all they want, but it's still a part of your fucking head. Oh! They act like, how could anybody have gotten any firearms into that region where he's having this thing, where he's like, hot out of, oh, and he pulls a goddamn George Romero spliff, whatever the hell they call it, fake things that blow up like ketchup. Like somebody had put a packet of ketchup between his head and a toilet seat, and somebody sat his ass down really fast and it just exploded all over it. They're trying to play it off like, oh, it may be something happened. It may be this. And it's like, what the fuck, man? They act like there couldn't have possibly been firearms in that region, and maybe even fireworks, but pop, pop, pop. All we have to do is go back to January 6th of 2021, where he was at the ellipse right before these fucking megalomaniacs lost their minds and went down to the fucking thing. For some reason, allegedly, it really sounded like he was telling them to do it. And in the meantime, he's like, let these fucking people in. Let my people in. And he said, take down the mags. That's what that Cassidy Hutchinson, whatever her name was saying. He was saying, take down the mags. Let my people in. And she said, oh, no, sir. And the CI said, no, sir, we can't do that. And it's like, and he says, and the way they quoted it, he said, they're not coming after me. It's okay. But the way I understand he said it, when you really think about the way this fucking poor guy thinks, he said, they're not coming after me. Not, they're not coming after me. They're not coming after me. He said, they're not coming after me. So let them in. And so you wonder how these fucking firearms end up in a place where that poor guy's standing around. He thinks everybody's on his side. Some of them don't like you. And the truth is, the Democrats, let's not blame the Democrats. Let's just imagine it was an RFK Jr. voter who had a fucking dead brainworm in his head. And he lost it. So these goddamn independents that are out there, I'm an independent, but I'm not fucking that way. I'm waiting to see what's going to hurt me most and try and vote it out. That's the way I do things. But you got some guy. Let's imagine it's an RFK Jr. voter. He's like, He went in. They let him in with a firearm because that poor guy doesn't think anybody's after him. He's like, let him in. Somebody takes a shot. They fucking missed. Now people are saying that it was all set up. It was a setup. It was a setup. And whatever the fuck it is, let's just shut the fuck up for a minute and think about it. They're going to blame it on a Democrat. And they're going to say somebody was mentally deranged and they shouldn't have had a rifle. Yet at the same time, the Republicans don't mind if a mentally deranged person has a rifle. It wouldn't make it any better for the Democrats to do something like this. I feel bad about it because as much as that Biden character now has the power to fucking have them wiped out, you know he didn't do it. Oh no, they're going to blame old Joe for this. No, no, it's not Joe because he's got the power. He could have dropped a fucking drone strike right on the goddamn platform if he wanted to, but he's not going to because he still believes in civilization and he's trying to get through as long as he can. I'll tell you what, after the November 5th elections, if old Joe happens to lose, I bet you that's when he starts pulling out his presidential immunity shit because he needs to save the nation from what could be coming. He's not just saving a nation, he's saving a world. The whole world's counting on us. And you fucking people with your Project 25 and your 1984 and your AG 47, wherever the fuck it is, and your goddamn Handmaid's Tale, you're the people that are going to fucking bring it down. And so sometime if somebody loses an election and he can, not only does he get away with immunity, if he had to go one step further, that Biden character, he could just say, I was fucking mentally insane, I'm demented. He can say whatever he wants. They'll never hold him accountable, and the job would be done. But this is now what we have to face. I feel badly. I feel bothered, is a better way to put it, that now everybody's going to have all kinds of ideas about what happened. And he held his fist up. It was obviously just a fucking flesh wound. Otherwise, he would have cried in public. I can tell you this. We might not be seeing him much more in the coming future. He would probably rather be in jail than having his life threatened by somebody. How can they not like me?